played countless horror games over the years. Trends come and go faster than me on a Friday night, and there are more in the genre than any other. I didn't Google that, don't look it up. It's cheap, scrappy, and easy to pull off with very little, not just in gaming, but film and books as well. Just look at how many horror fanfics exist. This causes a lot of innovation in the genre, and yet they always seem to avoid innovating on horrors and truly any visual medium's greatest tool: the camera. In 1992, gaming was making a jump into the third dimension. Sega released Virtua Racing, the predecessor to... Meanwhile, on PC, Wolfenstein 3D was making the round, which would later spawn the term Doom clone. But these are just 2D sprites in a 3D world, not fully 3D. For that, horror would make its home. Alone in the Dark uses fully 3D models in a fully 3D space, like most modern video games. But doing all that actively was too much for the computers of the time to handle, so they modeled the background and took a picture, programming in the boundaries after, similar to the processes used in Donkey Kong Country. This allowed for an insane level of complexity for the time and for more data to be taken up by the 3D models, making them more detailed as well for the time. This process came with a massive downside. This is just a JPEG, but limitation feeds innovation, so this use of single angles became the standout feature, aka fixed camera angles. By allowing the developer to decide the angle of the camera, film techniques can be utilized to further immerse us and allow for in-depth storytelling that isn't possible in third person, such as facing the camera towards a door just for a monster to roam in to create a natural jump scare, or using a low angle to show scale. While the perspective exists in other genres, namely point and click, the format fits perfectly within horror. You can't move the camera, so you never get a full look at what's coming toward you, making you naturally more afraid of it. This creates an interesting relationship with audio since it can warn of enemies hidden out of view, allowing it to fill the gap of awareness. As games advanced, these concepts became more complex. Silent Hill had fully 3D backgrounds, but still used fixed angles for the cinematic quality they provided. This allowed the camera to follow Harry at set times. In film, this is known as dynamic camera movement, but in games, we'll just call it a dynamic camera. The fixed angles combined with the dynamic camera added to the vibe of Silent Hill and its sequels, creating some of the best set pieces in all of gaming, and yet this was overshadowed and eventually forgotten by the end of Silent Hill's main run, with the new games leaving the perspective in the past because even at the beginning, the juggernaut that was Wolfenstein 3D outshined Alone in the Dark. There's a lot more to say about this topic. If you're interested, click this related video right here.